we can say that this is the last desire. Until this desire, our desires go through an ever refining process. So there can be desires for material things. There can be desires that are more modest, desires for, let's say, emotional gratification. Then there are desires for beautiful concepts for beautiful ideas, and ideals as well. From there, the refinement goes on. When our heart, because we said yesterday that desire is the perpetuation of all that gives us pleasure, the wish to perpetuate all that gives us pleasure. We experience something that has beauty, or that give us the sense of delight. Then there develops an attachment. The attachment forms an object within the mind, and then it develops relationship with it. Then we want to experience again and again and again. So as soon as our heart is touched by the great ocean, by the experience of the real, the heart itself and the mind, they develop attachment, because this is accompanied not only with great bliss, but also with knowing that finally there is something real. Finally I'm touching something real. And anything else will never be as real as this. Everything else will feel unreal. And that is a sort of almost a heartbreak, a cause for longing, for yearning. You want to return again and again. Not just because it gives you pleasure, now because it gives you a sense of connectedness, a sense of reality. You realize that without it, you don't really exist. Your existence is ephemeral. It is without solidity. So this heart's desire to return to the state of the great ocean, to return and to be dissolved, is the last desire. It's the most refined desire. You cannot have a more refined desire. It is the subtlest of them all. It is so thin already, because it is a desire not of the ego. It is desire of the innermost heart, a desire of that emerges from on the borderline, separating the clear light mind and the rest of the mind. So, is the desire depicted in the love affair of the deities in the Mahamudra tradition, when they are depicted in sexual union and they have this intense longing for union? Is that a desire? Yes. Is the desire to merge bliss and emptiness a desire? Yes. Is the desire to merge emptiness and form a desire? Yes. But it is the subtlest desire. It is a divine desire. It is the desire of our most authentic part, and it is always the last one. After that, there can be no desire. So what we are doing is that we are refining our desires, our desire energy, until we reach this one last desire. But then we realize that even this desire is actually separating us from the great ocean. That's very simple. As long as you hold on to this desire, you retain a sense of duality. And here is the trick. And again, I call it a trick humorously, but we cannot, it's not a game. It's something that is very sincere. But the trick is that in the last desire, when this last desire is dropped, or whenever it is dropped, there is merging with the great ocean.